All right, so hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today, quickly, I am going to show you how to cut and stitch a long sleeve. All right, it's very easy, very simple. Just few minutes and we are done with this video. All right, so for us to cut our sleeve, our long sleeve, first I'm going to mark the beginning point here. This is where I'm going to start my measurements. I'm going to start my measurements from here. The next thing I'm going to do is to locate the length of this sleeve. And the length of this sleeve is 24. All right. The length of the sleeve is 24. But since it's going to be cufflinks, all right, since there's going to be an attachment here, I'm going to minus 1 inch. I'll be using 23. 23, okay? So I'm going to come here and mark my 23. All right, so this is the sleeve length we are using. I hope you can see the chalk clearly. Using a sleeve length of 23. All right. The next thing now is how to shape our sleeve. Okay. Now we are going to mark this, our sleeve cap. We're going to mark it down by what? By 5 inches. We're trying to get our sleeve cap now. Mark it down by 5 inches. This is the line, okay? And then for our arm, the curving of our arm, right? We're going to divide the shoulder measurement by 2, all right? So the shoulder measurement is 18. If you divide 18 by 2, you have 9, okay? So this is what? The 9 here. We divide 18 by 2, you have 9. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on, right? Like I said, so that whenever I drop my videos, you'll be notified. Okay. Also, if you're interested in my suit class, you let me know and I'll add you up to the class. Thank you. So the next thing for us to do now is to curve our arm. All right. So curving of this arm is very, very simple. You can use your free hand. You can use your ruler. If I want to use my free hand, I can simply curve it like this. Can you see that? If I want to use my pattern, I can still use my pattern too. Can you see how it's lapping well? So it's as simple as this, okay? This is my sleeve, all right? As simple as that, probably that way. The next thing we are going to do now is to check the wrists, okay? Now, pay very close attention to what I'm doing at the wrist here, all right? For a customer that has a wrist of from 7, let's say I have wrist here, this is the wrist, and this is how you measure the wrist. Like my wrist here, you can see my wrist is what? Is 7. This is how you measure it, just a little allowance, okay, is 7. Now, when you come to cutting at the wrist area here, any wrist from 7, okay, I use 5.5 inch wideness here. Can you see this? 5.5. Now this 5.5, why is it 5.5? 7, that's if you divide 7 by 2, you are having what? You are having 3.5, right? You're having 3.5. This is 3.5. All right. So this extra 2 inches I have here, okay, 1 inch here is for seam allowance, and the other 1 inch is for the pleat on the cufflinks. Hope that's taken. So if the customer's wrist is up to 8, you can go ahead and use what? 6 here, right? But any wrist that has to do with 7, 7.5, 5 is okay. When the wrist is 8, 8.5, 6 is okay. All right. So the next thing we are going to do now is to join this point to this point. Now, also you take note, if the customer has very big arm here, all right, so customer that their size here is quite big, it means you have to measure that customer so that when you are getting this hole here, you won't get a size that at the end becomes too tight. That is why for us to join this point to this point here, we have to consider the muscle here, the bicep of the customer, the bicep here. All right, this is the bicep. If you consider it, all right, and for this customer, the bicep is 14. Okay, and 14 is what? 14 is 7. So I'm going to measure from this line. I'll measure 5 inches down to locate my what? My biceps. This is 5 inches down. Okay, to locate my biceps. All right. So the bicep there is what? Is 7. The customer's bicep is 7. So this is 7 here. All right. This is 7. Okay. So ideally, this sleeve should be looking like this. Can you see? It's the sleeve like this. And coming down to, well, let's use this. Coming down to here. Something like this. But this is the basic sleeve size. So I'm now going to what? To add my seam allowance. Okay. And my seam allowance, I'm going to add it just like 1 inch here. Okay. For the seam allowance, we come, just watch what I'm doing. My seam allowance will be like this. Why is it like this? Anybody confused why this seam allowance didn't get to this place? It is because already from our calculation, we already have a seam allowance here. So we're only giving our seam allowance up here because here from our calculation, remember our sleeve is at this point. We have 1 inch here for pleats at the cufflinks and 1 inch for seam allowance. That is why this line came and blended here. If you had wanted to come from here, maybe you should have it something like this. Do we get it? So this is a very simple and easy method of cutting the long sleeve of a shirt. So the next thing is for us to go into the stitching aspect. Let me show you how I'm going to cut it out. We're going into the stitching aspect. So this is our sleeve right here. The next thing is for us to go into the stitching aspect of this sleeve. All right. So guys, if this video made sense, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so when I drop my videos, you'll be notified. If you have questions, please do well to drop them and I will attend to all your questions. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Naf Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. Thank you.